Hello everyone, Jeff from RespawnStudios.com and EasyXbox360Achievements.com back with another LEGO Harry Potter video. And since so many people have been asking how you get to different parts of the castle or the grounds, I decided to make my grand tour of Hogwarts video. So I'm going to show you what place connects to what, where to get places, and tell you how to get into them. So right here, we are now in Nocturne Alley. That was in Borgin and Burke's. That place I was circling was the bonus level. If anyone has any sort of interest in seeing how to get 1,000,000 credits and get the achievement for the bonus level, let me know in the comments and I can make a video for that. But here we go. This is the bottom of Diagon Alley. To get to Nocturne Alley, I think you only need to use the red spell. And you hit the lock with the red spell and it opens. The Weasley Joke Shop is an area where you could enter cheat codes if you have them on the blackboard. Otherwise, you could just enter the cheat codes anytime by hitting start and going to extras. Right there is Madame Malkin's, where you buy the character tokens once you pick them up. So those are all the big places. Alright, now in the Leaky Cauldron. Up there, upstairs, is where you buy the red bricks. And also, once you have all the gold bricks, you get to put together the ultimate thing in the back room. What I'm circling right now is where you go to do the free play levels, where you could go back and use, say, a dark magic character to get anything you might have missed in a previous level. Alright, now out on the streets of London, this is where we get a bunch of characters. There's a student in peril in that red mailbox. There's a red brick out here. Alright, so back here, this is the cafe, where there were a bunch of characters and also a gold brick. So if you saw that in any of the videos, that's how you get there. Once you've beaten the game, you can come back here, use Hermione's beaded bag, and it makes a car move off of that spot. And once you use that spot, you can now teleport to where the tent was in year 7, and you could access all of those areas. So that's very helpful. Alright, now going down from the streets of London, we are now on platform 9 3/4. And we're going to hop right on the train and head toward Hogsmeade Station. Alright, now we are in Hogsmeade Station. You could use that broomstick to fly above the building right there and get a character token, as you might have seen in one of the videos. There's a lot of little collectibles there. Now this is the pathway between Hogsmeade Station and Hogwarts that you might have seen me mention or talk about. And right here is an area that some people seem confused about, right there. I think it's during year 6. You have to use a green key to open that area for the story mode, but then once you open it for that, you can go there anytime. And this is a pathway to Hogsmeade. Along this path, there's a character, a gold brick, a red brick, I think, and a student in peril, all right in that little area. And then if you keep coming along the path, we're going to be into Hogsmeade proper. There's a couple characters there on the ground just by hitting some things with Reducto. Alright, one of the big things people were asking about right at that entrance of the 3 broomsticks is 7 icicles. A lot of people seem to be asking about Harry Winter variants, and you just have to aim a spell at the 7 icicles at the front of that building, the 3 broomsticks in Hogsmeade, and you get Harry Winter. Alright, now we are making our way back to Hogwarts Castle. Again, we're back on the path between Hogsmeade Station and Hogwarts. Over to our left, we needed Reducto, and then you could blow open that dock area, and there's a gold brick out there and also a character token. Alright, now this is the final little entranceway before Hogwarts. There's some character tokens here and a red brick. You had to use Hermione's beaded bag by the carrots, and you got a red brick. I think it was one of the score multipliers, so that's always helpful. Alright, and this is when we first get to Hogwarts from that path. During some story missions, you can go up to this area, and I seemed very confused. I thought it was always open, but apparently it's not, so I decided to test it with Ron, but it actually wasn't open. Okay, and once I decided you can't get in there right now, we're going to go to the door on the right and enter one of the large areas of Hogwarts. This big open courtyard. There are only two ways to go off of here. The first one is over here on the left, the lower left. This is the where the Quidditch pitch was, actually, the practice Quidditch field in the first game, and the greenhouses are back there. The greenhouses have a couple characters, I think a red brick and a student in peril. There actually is a student in peril right outside of the greenhouse as well. And now we're heading over here to the lower right. And our first interior of the castle. We're going to skip those stairs for right now. Come over here. Pass through another little courtyard. Atrium, if you will. And now we are going to be on the covered bridge, the covered walkway, heading out to the grounds by Hagrid's hut. And I'm going to show you 3 different areas off of here. So one of the areas is just going to be the Quidditch pitch, where once you walk over there, it's just a set sequence where you're flying around on a broom. And I think there are 3 or 4 characters you can get and a bunch of studs. This is through the gate at Hagrid's hut. And that area right there where I'm circling and shooting spells is the Thestral Forest. There's a lot of little collectibles in there. So be sure not to forget about that area. Up here on the right is the Quidditch pitch, which I was talking about, is that sequence that you can't really have any control over. You just go in and do that one round around the pitch and it's finished. Now down the other part of this path, you have to have used Hermione's beaded bag, and then you're able to open this gate, and down there you can go by the lake. There is a ghost character token on the steps downward that you have to use a key character to open, since it's a vault. There is a student in peril, I believe. And another character token I think you get for using Reducto on something. And now we are going to make our way back inside. And if you have any additional questions about anything, hopefully this video had answered it about how to get to different places. But if you want to request a video of something, or if you still have any questions, feel free to post them below or send me a message. I'll try and help you. It's been kind of weird, though, lately. When I try and click reply on people's comments, it's like not doing anything. Like the bar shows that I'm clicking it, but like I'm not allowed to post any comments. Like the drop down enter text area is not there. All right, so now off that staircase that we bypassed before, we've now come up, and there's this big area. There are 5 doors, one on the right, one on the left. The top, right, and left, in the middle up the stairs. But first we're going to go in this lower one. Since we already know it's in that top right up the stairs, because that's where we just came in. Now to that bottom one is the Great Hall, which is right back there. There's a couple characters in there. I think a student in peril on a gold brick. But we're going to come over here to the left, past this Weasley wall, which is where I did that Weasley Does It achievement video. And now we are outside the room of requirement. There is a ton of collectibles along here. At least a ton of involved collectibles where you have to hit all of the torches or hit a bunch of the knights. There's a student in peril on the left-hand side of this area in cobwebs that you had to hit with a spell. So if you come back here to the right of the room requirement, you are toward the top of the moving staircase area. You could bounce on those spider webs to the left. I don't know if you saw it. And there's a character token there. All right, and now on this left side, the door is closed, but for some of the story missions, you can go back in that area. So again, a lot of collectibles here. Hopefully this is one of the more simple areas. And there's one of the areas to use a potion. And when you go to it, you could select what kind of potion you want to use. A strength potion, but probably the most helpful one is the Polyjuice potion to turn into whatever character you want. There's another one right there. Cauldron. If you come over here to the right, behind this door, I believe this is the library. Nope. Oh, wow. This is outside. This is the area I've mentioned, and some people seemed a little confused about. This is where you do the Fred and George Owls story mission, but you're allowed to come back out here whenever you want. And there is a supply closet in the back right of that area where a couple characters were. Alright, and now back outside of the Great Hall. We're going to go back down the stairs to that main area with the 5 doors. Alright. So we've come in from the doorway opposite this, up the stairs to the right. We've just done the bottom middle, and now we're going to do the door up the stairs to the left. And this is the library. There we go. I think there's pretty much one of every kind of collectible in there. Alright, now we're going to come down here and go in the left-hand door, which is going to lead us to another large area with a lot of doors off of it. Alright, so you came in this kind of door in the wall. It's kind of random. We're going to first go in this door to the left, and this is the 2 different classrooms where you learn the different spells. You can go back in there whenever you want to get the collectibles you might have missed. Alright, now up these stairs on the left is going to be the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. There are a couple characters in here. There's a student in peril hanging from the walkway up to the teacher's office, the bottom left of that area. Okay, dropping back down, we're going to go in this bottom middle, and down here is the potions classroom. You can get all of the collectibles in here during a free play story mission if you happen to be using at least one of each kind of character. Dark magic, key, Mr. Weasley to fix things, etc., etc. Now up here to the right, I believe this door is also closed. I think this door might actually be closed the entire game. I don't know if that ever opens for a story mission. I think that might actually be closed. Alright, this is the other big area a lot of people were asking about how to get to. On the right hand side of this second major area with all the doors, you have to use the red spell. I think it's called Defindo, and then you trace the shape and you're able to come out here. This is where you can go off that airstream and get a gold brick and character from that plant. And now at the top of this courtyard, you can go through the cast iron fence, wrought iron fence. And up here, through that gate, is the divination classroom. There's a student in peril in here. There was a gold brick, and I believe 2 characters. And now off this other doorway over here, this is going to be the astronomy tower. A few people are asking how to get here. It's off that courtyard with the plant that has the airstream, the jet stream, and the right-hand door of that area. There's the astronomy tower. A bunch of collectibles are up here. Alright, and now we're heading back to the final area we haven't been yet in Hogwarts, which is the moving staircase hallway. And we're going to go outside of the dormitories. You can also go up higher in the moving staircase hallway. There are some random collectibles along the way. There's Dumbledore's office, which I don't think you can go in just on its own. You have to go in through the story. And then if you go all the way up, you can get to where we came off from the hallway outside of the room of requirements. So now we're back to that first area with the 5 doors, and now we're coming over here all the way to the right side. And this is going to be the bottom of the moving staircase area. Over to the left, I don't go over there, is a treasure chest that you had to use the red spell on to break a lock. I think there was a character in there. And now right through this first door, up the first staircase, is the dormitories. This is Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, and Ravenclaw. Right here is Slytherin. Here's Gryffindor. You'll be there a lot for story missions. Here's the Hufflepuff area. A few collectibles in there. And here's Ravenclaw. Alright, and that'll do it for our grand tour. Hope that helped clear some things up for you. And again, if you have any more additional questions, feel free to post them in the comments. Or always feel free to like this video, subscribe. It always helps us and makes us feel good. But hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.